Hello, I'm back. Well, part one, we made the necklace, the neon necklace. I've since made a few bracelets. I don't know if I like these or not. Well, but I made those just to have something to add to it. And then I created an earring. It's just a simple uh, chain connector link earring. So I had the pink and the yellow and the green and the blue, which is in the colors of the spiral. And how I did that was I said, since this is a one time thing and I'm just going to wear it out this one day, this one time, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But it's going to be mine. So something happens or whatever, it's mine. So, but I have to represent myself, so I can't be slacky. So this is about a three and a half, 3 and a little bit inch. Um, I decided to use the artistic wire and the brass because that's not really gold. Um, it's not really copper or anything like that. So I just went with something that I thought was close to that color. So, as I said, this is about 4 inches. 4 inches, I just cut it and I took my 6-step bell maker because I want to use this small one and I know they'll all be the same size. Okay, so I just bent it, turned it around and up, over and down, and I'm just gonna make a loop, wrap loop. So I'm gonna take my flat nose pliers and turn it about 1.5 times because I'm not the design is not in the wrap. The design is in the earring. I mean, it's in the links. So I'm not trying to wrap it too many times. So I want to take my flat nose pliers and just quench that in a little bit. Sometimes you can almost feel it going in. Now I put my bead on, and what I'm going to do is, again, like I'm going to do a loop, only this time I'm going to take this size and I'm going to make my earring hook. So I'm going to come not halfway, but I'm going to come about right here and start turning it. And I move mine a little bit so that I can get a good curve on it. And there, oops, I forgot something. I forgot to put my diamond on. And I found these diamond chips, or whatever they're called, but I didn't know I liked them until I put it on that other one. And I was like, what is this? Okay. So let me do this over. Let me smooth it out. Now let me see if it'll bend right. And then I'm just going to use that end and I'm going to turn it and move it so that I get a good earring shape. I'm going to also take this and bend the ends and cut that off. Cut off the excess. Okay, now I'm going to take my file and just smooth that down a little bit. I always go in the same direction when I file. Filing off my fingernail polish. Then I'm going to take my rubber mallet and just work hard in my ear wire. Because I know with me, because I don't usually use backs on my earrings when I wear them, but I tend to squeeze it a lot. So just to keep it good and in there. So now we're going to take another, this is about 2.5 inch wire, because my beads are kind of small. And I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure I leave enough room to wrap it at least once. Up, over, and then I'm going to wrap it. I know I did the top one maybe 2 times, 1.5. The top one can be a little different, just as long as you have the other ones the same if you want it to match. Again, these are your creations and you do what you want to, honey. Nobody else can tell you you did you done your design wrong. They may can suggest some things that would make it pretty let's see, more professional looking or more their style, but it's your unique design. And I'm only doing this just to kind of reinforce it. Now I could just made a basic loop for earrings. It's fine with just a basic loop, because you're not going to be doing a whole lot of, like you would a bracelet. You'd be moving it around and going inside your purse and all this other kind of stuff, putting on, especially this time of year, putting on coats and all this kind of long sleeves. So you want to really reinforce bracelets. But as far as earrings, it's just going to be on your ear, dangling, looking pretty. Okay, so my next one is yellow. Now sometimes I like to go ahead and put this on here and attach it, since I'm doing wrap loops, but I'm going to go ahead and get the loop started. And since I'm only doing one wrap, I can go ahead and bend this so there won't be too much of a gap right there, like I almost did with that one. Again, I come in and go up, over, and I'm go ahead and take it around, but I'm going to open it up a little bit. I'm going to leave it open a little bit so that I can join it to here without any problems. I'm just going to join that in there and continue on with my loop. Okay. And the tighter you want it, you can do it with your fingers, but I like my wrap to be tight. That's why I use pliers. Just to get it around there tighter. Okay. Come on. Okay. And do it one more time. Actually, 2 more times. Go ahead, take it all around. And you want to stand it up. So to stand it up, you could either take another pair and just stand it up so that it's kind of like this. So that when you put it connected, it's going in a straight line down. And I'm just going to use my and wrap it once. And a half. And cut the excess. Put your finger over it so that you'll get less flying metal. And see, I have carpet down now. I want to, in my future sometime, it's a job though, to get the carpet taken up and just have hard floors. I ain't gonna say hardwood. That's too expensive, but without carpet, I should say. And my green one. This AKA used to be the dining room. And sometimes I clear off the other half of the table so that guests can eat. Maybe. Or I have a den. They can eat in there. Or the kitchen. Okay. Let me get this in here. I have a tendency, my camera's on the side of me today. And I have a tendency to pull my work toward me. So I just snap that in there. Now, I'm gonna wrap it. One. And oops, I hit it. Okay. And squeeze it. So that's 2. And the last one. Go ahead and you can just go back on it to make that bend in it so that you get a straight loop like it, like so. I think my little light that I have is dimming out on me. Might have to refresh the bulb. And I go on. I do have a ring light too. A friend of mine bought for me. Okay. Squeeze it in. Make sure it's straight. Put my last bead on. I know I started from the top. Now, you don't have to make your ear wire. I just did. You can just create a loop on top of here, just as I did at the bottom, and then just add an ear wire to it. But I kind of wanted the ball to be up close to the ear and not really dangling down too much, because my neck is short. I don't have that much of a neck, so I didn't. The earring's gonna be long enough, and I didn't want. Let's see, how long are they? It's 3.5 inches, and I didn't want it to be too long as be brushing my shoulder. So that's why I went on ahead and added the ear wire instead of making a loop and then adding the ear wire. I'm sorry, y'all. Keep on putting it toward me. Okay. Finish my loop. And go 1 and another one. I almost measured it just enough that I didn't have to cut them. Isn't that a dream of jewelry making? Have just enough where it's comfortable to use. You're not struggling because it's too short, and you're not wasting because it's too long. Oh, but I didn't do that like I did the other one. Daggone it. Because the other one, I took the access and just wrapped it around so it wouldn't be a loop. So what you gonna do, Pam? What you gonna do? I'm gonna take this. I could just do it over. I could just do it over, Pam. Just do it over. God. I'm that girl. Yes, I am that girl that don't like to start over. Get her done right the first time. But I have, and believe me, when I do those seed bead uh, pattern type. Oh my gosh. Talking about some starting over. One time I just would not give up on it. I think I did that thing over like 4 times. And that was the only one I made. Never did it again. So now I have to make sure that this one is the top piece. And I say this is the top piece because the bottom piece is the one I'm going to wrap. Let me make my dent. And wrap it around. I wanted to make sure that I had enough to do my wrap at the end. Okay. And do a little squeeze. You know, when I'm thinking of a design, and sometimes I might watch a video before to get a basic start, but I said I'm gonna stop doing that. Just learn the basics and then go ahead and create, because if you don't, sometimes somebody might create something almost exactly like you, but in your head you did it. You was making it up as you went along, and lo and behold, you see somebody done it before you. But that's okay, because you have your basic foundations, and you build upon those foundations to create your style or create the look that you want. So don't feel guilty if it kind of looks like somebody else's a little bit, or don't feel like you copied or whatever. And sometimes we do, but it's so easy. I'm trying to make it as small as possible. It is so easy to look and say, oh, either I wanted to do it like that, or I didn't know they did that. My creation kind of looks like a bracelet, you know. I mean, different ways you can do a stretch bracelet. Still's going to be a stretch bracelet. You can do it in so many different bead styles, so many different patterns, but it's still going to be a stretch bracelet. And these are just link connectors, whatever you want to call it, in an earring. Okay, so we have our earrings and our necklace. Just gonna hang this on here, and now I'm ready to go party. I'm running late. So the earrings and the necklace, I shouldn't have put that on it. Let me see, what can I put it on? Here we go. The set with some bracelets. Yay! Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. Tell me how you like them, what you would do different, if so, if anything. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.